Hello, everybody out there in YouTube. This is your friends from the Fantasy Football Frenzy, Josh, Phil, and of course Craig. We want to thank you for watching the past videos and everything. We want to thank these guys for their dancing moves. A lot of good moves there. Anyway, with our draft in our league, we usually do our draft first week of the preseason. It was a little earlier than most people do their drafts. So what we're going to do, we had it on Friday night. We're going to go over how our drafts went and how everybody's draft went. A few little things happened here or there, you know. So what we're going to do for this first segment, we're just going to go over our teams personally and see what we think of them. Some people like them, some people don't. So Phil had the first overall pick, so there's one, yeah, that actually makes sense.
Well, thanks, Craig. Thanks, Craig. I appreciate it, Craig. Well, my draft, I was pretty happy overall with it. I wouldn't say it was my best draft. If you look at the poll, I would say it's eh. I would probably rate it maybe like a 6.5 or a 7.
Letter grade.
No, this is before the letter grade.
Okay.
This is my personal number scale. If I was giving it a letter, I'd give it a B.
Okay.
Don't ask how the 6.5 or a 7 turned into a B. But listen, it doesn't. Listen, this is just like the GPA. Like some schools is different.
There's a curve.
There's a curve. We have a passive curve. Anyway, there's a few things I was unhappy with. A few things I was happy with. I was pretty happy that Steve Slayton sucks and Ben Tate died. They made my Aaron Foster pick look a lot better. I was pretty pissed at myself for taking Hakeem Nicks in the 5th round instead of Wes Welker because I forgot about him. That was pretty dumb. Then cross that off. Taking care of that. And then one of my last picks, I dropped Dustin Keller this post-draft season, and I added a backup quarterback. I picked up Alex Smith to complement or go with Mr. Henney on the days that he plays Revis if he comes back.
What's it called? The Henny?
The Henny Express. I am on the Henny Express, and it's a Smith local. The Henny Express and the Smith local.
I like it.
But other than that, I feel like my team is pretty solid and not too bad. Should be a good year. Josh? Oh, Craig? 3rd overall selection. Hi, Titan!
Yeah, we're going to go in order still. Josh had the last pick. I had the 3rd overall pick, who I choose MJD. What did I say, choose? That's how I talk, so. Anyway, I chose MJD, probably one of the safest picks you can get in the top part of the first round. Phil's dog is right now taking up my camera time, but that's all right. I'm not very happy with my draft. I thought it was probably one of the worst drafts I had in a while, but when I saw everybody else's team, I'm not saying everybody else had bad drafts, but it was a little more equal than I thought it would be. One of my favorite picks I had, actually, I was never high on this guy to begin with, Brandon Jacobs, but he fell about 40 spots than where he was projected to go in ESPN, so I figured I might as well take him to complement my subpar running backs. I mean, I'm happy with Deshaun Jackson, Michael Crabtree. It's Deshaun. Whatever, I don't give a shit. Anyway, and then I like my Devin Aromashudu. I learned how to say his name correctly. So I was pretty happy with that. I like my backup quarterback a lot. I fucked up really bad. I thought Eli Manning was definitely gone, but it turns out when I took Carson Palmer in the 13th round that Eli was still there. So kind of felt real stupid passing up on Eli Manning considering he was a top 10 quarterback. I mean, the one pick that I was kind of real upset with that I took way too early, I think I took Mike Williams of Tampa Bay in like the 12th round. which is like super early for him. But I got excited that he was still there. I wanted to look smart. I didn't know who he was the day before, but it turns out he's the starter in Tampa Bay. I like Devon Bess. I mean, I give my draft a B-. I mean, maybe make the playoffs. I don't know. Hopefully, probably win my division. I don't know. We'll see. So with the last pick in the round of one, Josh had the first round, last pick, Josh Adler. Tell us what you think.
Okay. So, yeah, I did have the last pick. On the poll, I picked Helen Keller, drafted for me, and that because I'm starting over next year. The polls are really fun. I actually really like my team. A lot of people fell to me. I guess I kind of reached for one person, but that's pretty much it. My first pick, I got Randy Moss. I guess he kind of fell like one spot. I actually didn't think I'd get him. I like my quarterback. I really like my second running back. He's my nigger. We can say nigger on YouTube. I just said it.
Nigga.
It's nigga.
Nigger, they bleep.
No, they don't do it.
That's right. We got black friends.
Yeah, we have that guy. So, yeah, Jonathan Stewart, he fell to me in the third round. Pretty happy about that. I got Owen Daniels in the 7th round. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7th round. That was pretty good. Probably the biggest fall was Brett Favre, if he actually plays. I just picked him. It was the 10th round, and there wasn't anyone that great, so I was like, why not? Okay, but if he comes back, that's a pretty good trade chip I have. Okay. I like LT, because the Jets are going to run the ball a lot, and Sean Green. Okay. Yeah, I don't really like my bench that much. My backup tight end's okay. John Carlson. Nate Burleson's pretty good. Julian Edelman's good if Wes Welker's hurt. No, the last two are just... I hope they don't play. That would be pretty bad. And I didn't pick a kicker because... I don't know. There really was no difference to me between, like, Lawrence Tynes and, like, Neil Rackers. So I just waited. And I picked Dolphins defense, who had a pretty good first preseason game. I think they had, like, 7 forced fumbles. I think it was against the Bucks, though, so that doesn't really matter. And it was, like, pouring rain, so... I would say... I'd say 8.27 for myself. On the Phil Wilson scale, that's like, I don't know what that is. That's an A, I guess. Yeah. Or a check and half of a plus, a check and like a vertical line. A check and a vertical line. So, yeah. I'm pretty happy. Especially with the 12th pick. You have to kind of wait a while in between picks. So, it's kind of boring. But I had a lot to do because someone wasn't at the draft. Yeah, so, yeah. I think all three of us are pretty happy with our drafts. So, yeah.
All right, real quick before we run out of time for this segment, any strategies that we might have talked about on the last show that you guys may have utilized?
I, in fact, did wait on a quarterback. However, people going quarterback crazy and panicking, taking Jay Cutler in the 6th round, kind of ruined. 6th round, kind of ruined that for me. Yeah. Huh?
Fucking thing. Yeah. I kind of just waited on people. Like, probably 4 of my people actually just fell to me, and I pretty much didn't really reach for anyone. Maybe Malcolm Floyd. But yeah, I really didn't use that many. I didn't week stack by. I kind of did the opposite of that. I have too many. Like 7 in week 5 are gonna be really bad for me. But okay, I'm gonna stand it for 30 seconds.
Yeah, with me, I kind of have like besides 3 people on my team, everybody has 8 or 9 week buy. It's kind of weird. Not quite a buy stack; it's a semi buy stack. But we'll be right back.
Oh, you didn't write it down?